Hi guys, welcome to Flying Grip Academy. Today we are going to discuss different commands in Linux. The first command is history. It is going to show different history files which we have created earlier. Now the next one which we are going to discuss is tile command. If you are going to type the history and followed by the pipeline, and if you are going to press the tile command, it is going to display the last 10 commands which we have typed recently. And if you are going to type the head command followed by the pipeline, it is going to show the first 10 commands which we have typed earlier. Next command which we are going to discuss is free command. So if you are going to type the free, it is going to show the free space available. And here in a similar manner, I am going to type the free b, and it is going to show the buffer space which is used. And similarly, if you are using the option K, and it is going to show the different options, and similarly if you can able to see V and so on. So these are the several options it is going to show whenever you are going to type free hyphen V, and what are the available options it is going to show. Next command which we are going to discuss is date command. So here I am going to type the date command. It is going to show the date, month and year. Now if you want to display this particular command in a different format, you can able to type date followed by the percentage symbol. Next you can able to type year followed by percentage, followed by month, next percentage, and you can able to press the date. So now year, month and date. For example, if you want to show the date, month and year, and it is going to show in a different format, so that 11, 21 and so on. Disk usage command. Similarly here df stands for disk free command, which is going to show the free space available. Next command which we are going to discuss is echo. Echo is used to print something on the screen. Here I am going to type hi, and echo is going to show the hi message. A variable, text variable. Here text variable is having some text which we are going to use a assignment operator equal to, and here I am going to type hi, this is a text variable. So now here text variable contains the message. So now I would like to print whatever the text variable value contains. Here I am going to type echo space followed by the dollar text variable. It is going to show the output which contains the particular statement assigned in this particular variable. So this is what echo is going to show. Here what I am going to do is I would like to create a directory, and I am going to create a 100 number of files in that particular directory. Let us see what I am going to do. Here I am going to create a directory mkdir Pradeep. Pradeep is a directory I have created. I am going to inside the directory by typing the command cd change directory. I am going to go inside the directory Pradeep. Now what I am going to do is I am going to type a script that is going to create 100 or 1000 number of files. Now I am going to type for loop for I is a variable which I am going to type I in. So here we are going to view the values. So 1 to 100. So which I am going to create a 100 number of files. So next it is going to do the statement what we are going to type the command touch. So touch is used to create an empty file. Now I am going to type file underscore. So I will be 1 to 100. So now dollar, here I am going to type the value which is I. I is having 1 to 100 dollar I. So we have mentioned do is end with done. So now here, so let us type ls command. It is going to show 100 number of files which is created inside the directory. Now what I am going to do is I would like to remove all the files in the directory. For that, what I am going to do is rm is used to remove the files. Here I am going to type file underscore followed by star. Now if I type enter command, and it is going to remove all the files specified by star, means file underscore star. Whatever the file contains underscore star, it is going to remove all the files. Now type the ls command. No more files are available inside the directory. So let us use the same script which I have typed up previously. Dollar we have removed. So now I am going to type dot java or .c, whatever the files if you want to create, you can able to create by that extension. I am typing ls command. It is going to show file name .java. Now similar script I am going to execute. Instead of Java, only normal files will be created. Now I am typing ls command. It is going to show all the files which is having dot extension and normal files is shown. For example, if I want to remove only .java files, what I am going to do is I am going to type the command rm is used to remove the file -rf. rf stands for recursive force. Now which files you would like to remove? Star .java so that is going to remove all the Java files. If you type ls, that extension followed by Java is removed. Next commands we are going to discuss is zip commands or backup utility commands. So now what I am going to do is, here I would like to create a different files which is a zip file. For example, if you are going to create a file, zip file, it is a compressed file. So let me illustrate with an example. So now I am going to G drive. For example, here I am having a 3 files. So these 3 files I can able to right click and I am going to click cbuild.run. So now if I am going to open these files, these are the compressed version of these files. Let us select these files and how much the file size is. So these 3 properties, if I am going to click, it is going to show 56.0 KB on size. So now if I am going to click this particular properties, it is having only 48 KB. So it is compressed version. It has reduced the file size drastically. So now I will create one folder, new folder. TAR is a folder which I have created. So instead of doing all the things, I am going to select this one, all files, and I am going to paste it here. I have pasted all files in tar. So how to switch from one particular drive to another drive? Here I am going to type ls mount command. It is going to show mount command. Now I am going to type cd mount g. So now we are inside the G drive. If I am type the ls command, it is showing different files and directories which are available. Here it is tar command. I am going to inside tar. tar is a folder which I have created. So now we are inside the tar file. Now what I am going to create is, I am going to create all the files which are residing in this folder to a zip. So now there are different options which are available. C stands for create an archive, X stands for extract the archive, R stands for append the archive, and T stands for list the contents of the archive. So now here what I am going to do is, I am going to create a archive file. So now I am going to type the tar command cf. Cf stands for create an archive files, F stands for file. So now here it is going to create archive.file, archive archive.tar. tar stands for tape archive file. So now what are all the files you would like to have? Now I am going to, otherwise you can able to specify start.tar. So now I'm going to inside the folder what it has shown. Before it doesn't have any zip file. It has created a zip file. Otherwise, I am deleting this zip file. Once again, I am going to execute that particular command. So now you can able to notice that particular zip file is created. Now it has compressed all the files here. So now if you want to extract the files, I am going to type car xf. Xf is used to extract files from that particular folder. So now go to here. It has extracted all the files. So now let us see by deleting all the files. I have deleted all files. Now I am going to run the command tar xf archive.tar. So now it has extracted all the files which are already in the folder. Now here if you want to extract, I am going to remove hello file. If I want to extract only hello file from this particular archive, what I am going to do is I am going to extract a specific file hello.txt. So now if you see hello.txt file is available here. Now there are other different files which are available here. So now those particular files are gzip, bzip and zip. So now here I am going to type the files star all files. Now here if you see the folder, it has file which contains two files archive.tar. It contains one more zip tar. So this particular command which I have used is gzip. So .gz which is a gzip command. So now .bz. So instead of gz I am going to type bzip so that it will be creating bz. So now if you go to folder, one more file is created. So here file by using a bz. So that is we have created a bz. We are having gzip, bzip and zip. So these are different particular zip files which we have created. So this is all about archiving files on command prompt. Next one we are going to discuss about user administrative commands. What I am going to do is I am going to create a group, users and all the permissions. Now what I am going to do is I am going to create a group. I can be able to create a group by using a command group add. By typing the group add command, I can able to assign number to this particular group. Because we are not in super user, we doesn't have super user privileges. We need to type sudo sudo space su. Here whenever you are going to type sudo su, it is going to ask the password. I am typing the password. Now if you are going to see, we are redirected to hash prompt from $prompt. It means now we will be having a super user privileges. Now I am going to type group add. Here -g 66 IT experts. So now I have created a IT experts group. So now I am going to type the password to set the password for that group. So now I am going to set the password for that group. Now I am going to type G password. So now it is asking password. I am going to type the password 123 123. So now group has created successfully. So now we have set a password to that particular group if anyone wants to do modifications and anything. Now already I have created an IT experts with ID G66. So now what I am going to do is here we have added the group and now I am going to modify the group. So now instead of typing group add, I am going to use group mod. Here I am going to modify the permissions of the group. Experts will be changed to 66 to 55. So now I have modified the group from 66 to 55. So now you can able to see the group which is having a 55 of group ID. Now let us create a group ID 66, whether it will be allow us to add the group or not. So now IT experts is already existing. So here I am going to type IT domain. If I type IT domain, 66 is accepted because we have modified the ID 66 to 55. Because of that reason it has accepted. The next one which I am going to do is I am going to create a user which will be joined in that particular group. So now I am going to create a directory for that particular user -d. Now I am going to create a directory for user. So home, in home it is going to create a directory John. John is a directory it is going to create. Now I would like to join that particular user in a specific group called IT experts. IT experts is a group which I am going to create. So now here I am going to create the user John123. So now it is going to show the user. So now it has created directory for John so that he can able to show all his, he can able to save all his files in a directory called John. Now what I am going to do is I am going to set the password for John. So now in order to set the password I am going to type passwd for username John123. So here it is asking password. I am typing the password. I have typed the password. Now password is updated successfully. In this manner you can able to create a group and you can able to create a users and you can able to add users to the group IT experts, and now user is having a user ID. So if you want to set the user for user ID, what I am going to do is I am going to use an option user mod. By using the user mod, here I am going to create a user ID -u -u. So here I am going to assign 1 2 3. So now I have created a 1 2 3 as a user ID for John 1 2 3. And next one what I am going to do is I am going to delete the group and I am going to delete the user. Here in order to delete the group I am going to type command group del. Group del, what is the username group name we have created? IT experts. So now because it is going to show cannot remove the primary group of user John 1 2 3 because one user is there in that group, you cannot able to remove the group. Now what I am going to do is I am going to delete the user del John 1 2 3. So now user is deleted. So now I am going to delete the group. In this manner you can able to create, modify and delete the group by using the user administration. Next, we are going to discuss about networking commands. If you want to find the IP address our system, I am going to type ipconfig. So here ipconfig is used in command prompt which is used in Windows. So here I am using a Windows ipconfig. So now it is showing the IP address. So but here what I have typed is ipconfig, but in the case of Linux I am going to type ifconfig. Now it is going to show the IP address of my system. The next command which I am going to type is IP space address. Now it is going to show the different IP address and the adapters which are attached. So here it is showing Wi-Fi 1, Wi-Fi 2 and so on, and also it is showing INET 6 address, and also it is going to show Etho address. Next command I am going to type is traceroute. Here I am going to type traceroute www.google.com. So now it is going to show trace the route, and you can find the IP address of Google 142.250.192.100. Now it is going to trace the particular packets and how many hop count is 64. And next command we would like to see is ss command. So where it is going to, next command which I am going to type is dig command. Here I am going to type the dig command www.google.com. So now it is going to get the IP address and all the things from the Google, which server address is used and which protocol is used, and the message size which is received is 48 bytes. Next command which we are going to discuss is ifplug status. So now if you want to install this command, you need to install sudo install ifplug. So now copy this command. Here you need to type sudo. So once if you are going to install that particular command, so now you can able to connect that particular command. Now it is taking some time. After that it is going to make that command to be executed. So now the command has executed. So now I am going to type the command ifplug status. So now it is going to show the whether you are having a Wi-Fi or Ethernet connection and all the things. It is going to show that configuration. Next command which I am going to use is ping command, ping space www.yahoo.com. So now it is going to ping whether that particular website is working or not. And finally it is going to show the statistics, how many number of packets are sent and how many number of packets are received. Is there any loss of transmission data? So now it is going to show 15 packets is transmitted, 15 packets is received, and there is 0 loss of packets. The next command which we are using is nmap www.google.com. So if you type that command, it is asking again install nmap command. So let us install nmap command by typing the sudo. So now we will type the command nmap google.com. Now it is going to show all the network statistics which we have received, because we have no permissions for mapping the google.com, so that the permission is denied. Next command we would like to discuss is curl command. Curl followed by website. So now it is going to show the network statistics which particular script is used by the Google. By using the curl command, we can able to see the content which is used by the Google. So now here if you are going to use control U command, so here this is what the statistics which is shown. This is what the curl command is going to show the content of Google. Next, bmon command. Now it is asking whether you want to install the command or not. You can type yes. So it is showing an error. Next command is vnstat. If you want to install the vnstat, you need to use the command apt-get install vnstat, so that you can able to get the statistics. Today we have learned different commands, how to have a backup utilities, and how to use a networking command, and how to create a user administration and group administration. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.